Shalom, friends, brothers, and sisters. Today I want to talk about another book review. This book, uh, this book is called "The Tribes" by author, researcher Yair Davidiy. It's called "The Tribes." This book's a very interesting read and thought-provoking. Um, this book is about the 10 lost tribes of Israel and their locations and who they are. Now, I've been studying this subject for close to 25 years, and I'm convinced who the 10 lost tribes of Israel are. The English-speaking countries and Scandinavia and northern France. There's other authors besides Yair, but Yair's done he's got other books, he's done a thorough exam. I got most of his books. Another book of his is Joseph here. This is an interesting read. It's a continuation of the research. And also Ephraim. These books, they really thought-provoking. And what it is Yair, he's got an organization, you can find it online. It's called Brit Am. You can find that online, his organization, read up on it. He has articles about current events, current finds. But when it comes to his research about the lost 10 tribes of Israel, he's got biblical proof, he's got linguistic proof, archaeology proof, he's got almost all the sciences, geography proof. It's there. I've been studying this for, like I said, way over 20 years. And I'm convinced that the 10 lost tribes have been discovered. And these books here this author here in his books, there's many more authors before him and some after that did their own studies and confirm it. Sure, Yair and the other authors, they vary on some small things, but the overall line is they've been discovered and they just don't know who they are. They don't know who they are, but you could go on YouTube here, you go online and you could look up Yair, Yair Davidiy. Here's how you spell it again. Down there. You go down there, you could look him up. He's done interviews, lectures, and things like that. But I encourage you to also buy his books, because his books explain a lot that he might overlook, or might, if they question him, they might not question him on a certain topic. So just get his books and look at them. At least the three that I showed you. Get them. And this one's a thick book. The other ones are, well, the other two are, kind of like that. But yeah, this one's a top one I'd say to buy, because it's got some research in there. And since the 10 lost tribes are found, some people would ask, are they Jews? No, they're not Jews. They're Israeli, but they're not Jews, because the Jews come from the tribe of Judah. You got the other tribes like Joseph, Gad, Asher, Simeon. You got them tribes too. But no, they're not. But when the Assyrians came in around 700 BC and took Israel and took them captive, Yahweh, what he did was divorced the northern kingdom, Israel, because of their wickedness for the past couple hundred years. Continual evil. But anyways, like I said, go online, look up Brit Am, BRIT -AM, Brit Am, and he's got his books on there. He's got articles on there. He's got all kinds of things, information, and you'll be astonished. But the 10 lost tribes have been found. They have been found. In a way, they was never lost. And the book show you the migrations of the tribes when they went to Assyria, and what happened after Assyria, and how they branched out, went up to the steppes of Asia and then moved over, why they moved over to Europe and up and that way. They show you how that, show you that. And the other researchers on the subject, they agree pretty much with him and his the migration. But there's so much overwhelming evidence, I tell you. If they went into court with all that evidence, they would win. I mean, this is overwhelming evidence, and somebody on the other side, are they going to come in with no papers, no documentation, and say, no, that ain't true, Your Honor? What do you think the judge is going to do? He's going to say, where's your evidence at? They ain't going to just take your word for it, because the court's always based on evidence, and in a way, that's what we should be based on. Weigh the evidence. The evidence is conclusive. I mean, you should study the subject. Get the tribes, and then you got Joseph and Ephraim. You get those books, study them, and look online. And like I said, go on YouTube, check out YouTube, and check him out, and you'll be impressed. And I'm gonna, in future episodes, I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna have the other book reviews about some of the others too, other authors. And I encourage you to look up on that subject, because the lost tribes, they still got a plan ahead. We still got a plan for them. They're not out of the picture. It's kind of strange that the Jews rejected the Messiah, and then the Messiah took the 12 tribes, told them to go to the house of the lost sheep of Israel, and all of a sudden it seemed like these Israeli nations, modern Israeli nations, they spread the gospel. They're the ones that believe in Messiah, and they spread the gospel, and they've been doing that, and past few hundred years. I mean, some of them, distorted, the Catholic Church, they, had a distorted view on Mary, Messiah, Peter, and they tried to suppress it. You wasn't allowed to read scriptures. They tried to keep it in Latin language, but, the Protestant Reformation blew everything out of the water, opened everything up, the printing press. But yeah, check these books out. I highly encourage you to check them out, and the subject about the lost 10 tribes of Israel and who they really are. They're descendants of today. It's very important, very important. Thank you. That's all I've got to say about that. And as always, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bells. Share this video with anybody and everybody you can, and good luck. And I pray you better health and, better wealth. Thank you, and peace out. Shalom.